What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to show you exactly how I have been on multiple offers doing 250K plus per month. Right now I think I've been on 4 or 5 offers that have done 250K plus per month consistently, and I've also been on an offer that has done $1 million. And from this perspective, I know what it takes to be on an offer, how to stay on an offer, and how to just generally get on offers. Now, this is going to be a complete total breakdown of how to just get into the space. Everybody essentially starts off as a kind of high ticket appointment setter, which is essentially you're selling packages anywhere from $2,000, which is considered high ticket, anywhere from $2,000 to, I've seen packages range from $25,000, and you get 5% commission on that. So if you sell a package for $2,000, you're gonna get $100, and it's pretty fast. All right, so you should only be setting for like 5-10 minutes. So imagine 5-10 minutes out of your day, and you make $100. That sounds pretty nice to me. Now, this is the exact kind of way that I have gotten myself to where I'm at today. So the very first thing is just using your connections. So what I mean by this is, when I very first started in this space, granted I knew a little bit of people in the space already, but I texted almost everybody that I know that I knew that was doing some type of form of business and seeing if I can set their appointments for them, just to actually learn the skill. And then from there, I landed my very kind of first offer, and it was like a low level B2B, and it was just more of just getting those reps in. If anything, more of getting those reps in. Another thing that you can also do is, I'll talk about it a little bit with kind of the outreach, but you have a lot of influencers that you guys do follow already. So being able to actually message those people and get responses, I'm going to show you the exact ways that I use, like kind of not guaranteed me responses, but I was getting a very high amounts of responses. So that's the first part. Now the second part is actually being able to make a killer Loom video. So essentially what a Loom is like your resume. Right? This is your past history, how much cash collected you have had, the skill sets that you have had, and just the people that you have worked with. So it's just a general overview that what you have done in the space. Let's just say this, for example, you have no connections, no sort of prior things. What I say for those types of people, because granted there's going to be some type of people that are completely nothing at all, starting from scratch. One, give these people an incentive. If I do bad in the first week, fire me. That's the type of motivation and incentive that you have to be giving these people in order for them to actually take you serious. Two, if you have been on a sports team, tell them that, because I've never seen people that have not worked harder than people that have played a level of sports, whether that's basketball, football, tennis, you can play golf, I don't really care, as long as you know the fundamentals of actually playing a sport, because those are the type of people that are hardworking, work day in, day out, because but previously they were striving for the goal of actually just getting better at sports. And when you mix sports with business, it is probably one of the best combos that I have seen. So that's for anybody that has not kind of had any sort of anything in the space. That is the method I would use. So one, tell them that, let it be known that you are a complete beginner, but let them know, give them an incentive, tell them you're on sports, and then just kind of list some of the skill set. Also, make it very personal. Use Looms and use the name of the offer owner or the creator that you do have in your Loom, and it's gonna make your videos 10 times better. I get so many Looms today with people not even saying my name, people just doing a very broad Loom, and I'm just like, what am I even staring at? Make sure that you have something that is very personal, because it's gonna allow the offer owner to know that you actually put your time, energy, and effort into this, and why wouldn't they take you serious? Now, the best thing is get results fast. It's one thing to actually, maybe possibly looking at an offer, but once you're on this offer, you have to get results as fast as humanly possible. So what I mean by this, when I was very first starting out setting, I literally woke up at the crack of dawn and went to bed at midnight. And I would even wake up sometimes when there would be one-on-ones or just opt-ins coming in through the middle of the night and calling those people up to make sure I have my calendar set. I'm booking out the closer's calendar first. That was my sole priority, because the faster I get results, the better I'm going to become, and also the longer I'll be able to stay on the team as well. Another thing that's kind of a perk with getting faster results, more and more people are going to start knowing your name and knowing that you are an actual A player. Also, the characteristics of an A player is essentially, one, you can take good constructive criticism. Two, you're always not changing necessarily, but you're always finding tweaks in your system that can allow you to, one, have a better close rate, or set to close rate, and two, a better show up rate. If you're constantly looking at your numbers, being able to actually have a full grasp of, okay, for the last 10 sets, a common objection that I have seen the closers been dealing with is fear. What can I do to help them overcome it on the setting call? Allowing you to be able to overcome those type of objections on the setting call will want to make your closers love you. Because when you have a good closer-setter relationship, it just helps the whole sales process in general. I currently have a setter for like the last kind of week, 2 weeks or so. I think some days his show up rate is 100%, as well as, I think for this majority of this week, his show up rate has been 100%. So every single call that he booked, they are showing up on time, ready to go, and they're actually closable. And if you're able to implement something where if you're able to implement these things where you are actually able to allow these people to show up on the call, that is something that you need to see within your own numbers. Now, outreach is the biggest thing when it comes to just this whole play, and this is probably going to be the longest part of the video in terms of just the different types of outreach that you can do. I'm going to be kind of breaking it fully down for you guys. So the very first part of outreach is obviously making that loom, but one is following a bunch of influencers. So I know you guys see these influencers that are always posting like apply to work with me one-on-one. Those are the type of people that you should follow and be DMing. Now you're probably wondering, okay, this dude has 30, 100K, why would he respond to me? The best thing to do is text these guys, like, do you have one-on-one mentorship? And the reason why I say this is because each and every single time they are gonna say yes. You're basically offering them free bread. So when they see that you're offering them like free money essentially, why wouldn't they jump on the opportunity? And especially if their sales team is low, like they don't have a lot of sales rep, this method works so well. Essentially just saying, hey, do you have one-on-one? Yes. All right, cool. And then from there, asking them, either one, sending them your loom, or you can even go like the full aspect of it and hopping on a call with their current setter. Now, how the reason why this kind of works is because sending them the loom, not only are you going to be able to get a response from them the first time, so the chat message is always going to be open because you're going to be able to get out of the request and actually get in his general or primary, whatever it may be, and actually the message is going to pop up. Now from there, once you do send do you work one-on-one, they say yes, you send over the loom. Now they have two options, they either watch it or don't. Don't make your loom video 5 minutes long. Nobody's gonna watch it. I can guarantee you nobody's gonna watch it. Make it anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute long, and keep in mind, have it on like 1.5x speed to allow people to just literally speed run it. Because you have to think, these people are very, very busy. Why are they going to take 45 seconds, a minute out of their day just for you? So you have to make this as valuable as possible and as quick as possible. So once you send that loom over, let's just say for instance they don't watch it, but they've seen it. The biggest step is now just following up. I promise you, if you are relentless with people, they will eventually, they are eventually going to text you. If you message them on multiple platforms, let's just say they have a TikTok, let's just say they have a Instagram, let's just say they have a free Discord. All these 3 things, if you message them each and every single day on there, you have to think, if you do that to 20, 30 people each and every single day, how are you not going to get on an offer? When I very first started, I had 2 Instagram accounts. I had my main Jaden Burwell and my Jaden Burwell 01, literally the same exact thing. And I would send 50 messages on Instagram every single day on both accounts until I was wanting to get an offer, because that's how bad I wanted it. Granted, the reason why I say 50 on each is because Instagram only allows you to do 50 DMs without getting flagged. So that's just kind of like a tip there. Just don't send over 50 DMs, and also don't do it in a short amount of time. Kind of do it throughout the day. But yeah, so going back on what I said, just keep following up, and eventually something will stick, right? They're either gonna get, no, I'm not looking for an appointment setter at the time. All right, yes, like, when are you available to meet? 2 of those things. Now, if they say yes, cool. If they say no, on to the next. But the best thing is, now that you know this person has an offer, they're all following the same people. I guarantee you, if you see one person that has applied to work with me one-on-one, or a how-to person, if you see that, you will immediately start seeing a how-to person. If you immediately start just going down their list, you will start to see the other people in the space that you can just constantly DM, and then from there it's a whole network of you just constantly following up. Because I guarantee you, if you do this method, you should be on an offer at less than a week, 2 weeks max, and that's like 2 weeks if you're really not doing any sort of effort at all. If you're following up with each of these people on different platforms multiple times a day, liking their stories, swiping up on their stories, liking their posts, commenting on their posts, things like that are going to get people's attention, that is going to allow you to get to the next level in terms of actually just getting on an offer and being able to actually physically make money. Now, there's also other growth operators, sales managers like myself that are always constantly posting new opportunities. It's pivotal that you do know these people, so when they do post, hey, I need a setter, I need a closer, OT is this, you are the first person to swipe up on that. I kid you not, one of my friends follows like 300 people in this space, and he sends me offers every single day, like, hey, do you have sales reps for this offer? Do you have sales reps for this offer? Things like that. And I'm just able to send it to him because he literally has 30 people that post that almost every single day. Twitter's also a big one as well that I feel like a lot of people don't use. Twitter has a lot of sales in terms of people always posting job opportunities. So use Twitter to your advantage as well, and just make sure everything that you do have, when your account, you don't look like a bot. So don't have any sort of like no profile picture or no wins, things like that. Essentially, because you have to think from it as the perspective of somebody that is looking at your account. Like, why would I respond to somebody they literally have a weird picture on their profile picture? Like, why would I respond back to that? Do something like that looks professional, something that shows that you're actually just a normal person, and don't be a bot. Then from there, you're essentially going to get that first step, because I promise you guys, it's just having that very first offer. And once you get that very first offer, it will allow you to get to the next one. Because my biggest thing is never stop doing outreach. There's always more and more and more opportunities out there. Because I kid you not, you can be on an offer doing 250K plus per month, but they have 6 setters, right? You want to be on an offer doing 250K plus per month and then having like 3, maybe 4 setters max. But the less setters that they have, that makes sure that you can have more money. Because if you set 200K yourself each and every single month cash collected, what does that equate to? $10,000 that you just made, literally from having 5 to 10 minute conversations. But that is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I know it was a very, very short one, but if you guys follow this, let me know if I did miss anything. If you guys do have any other questions, just feel free to DM me. I will answer whatever questions that you guys do have, obviously completely for free. Just go ahead, DM me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you on the next one.